Hey, what up? It's Christian. Once again, we are discussing the hyperdimensional co-op best units to use on Deathmatch on Namek Season 2 Extreme. Now, these boost units, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, he can deal damage. However, he is very squishy. One blue card can take away over 75% of his health. Same thing with this Vegeta. A blue card can take away 50% of his health. Now, what about other units that are not featured here? We have Super Saiyan Gogeta. This guy can take 12 to 15 arts cards before he reaches yellow health. And on top of that, he's going to be getting constant buffs for just using a card after card after card after card. However, his one downside is that he's only going to be able to heal from his main ability, and that's it. Once again, like in Season 1, this free-to-play Super Saiyan Blue Goku is also going to be one of the best units. If you want to get him for free, all you have to do is run through the story, clear Ultra Space Time, get his Zenkai Awakening Z Power, or summon for him in his Zenkai Awakening Summon Banner. And the thing about him, once again, is he can heal 10% of his health over and over, drawing green cards more and more and more, which is obviously good. Moving on, there really isn't anybody else that stands out from them. However, you do have someone like Shallot, where he is not going to be dealing nearly as much damage as LF Goku, Vegeta, Super Saiyan Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. However, he can tank. He can tank a lot more than anybody else. He can probably take 30 arts cards from Frieza before he dies. Here I am going to show you a prime example of why it is so important tagging in, drawing aggro. You'll see that I continuously take damage over and over and over, yet my teammate decides to not tag in. This will also show just how good of a unit this Gogeta is here. Once again, every card he uses, he's going to be able to get more damage and reduce the cost of it, which is good because you really don't run out of ki here or you're vanished. And his green card also seals those blasts, which is good as well. His blue card can inflict feint as well as his ultimate. They have two, just an all-around amazing unit. So I got hit a couple times, but he didn't tag in. I can kind of understand it because I still am over pretty much 90% HP. So here we're continuing to go and attack. You can see that his shield is basically going to stay down for 15 timer counts. We do a dual rush. However, you're going to see that we don't match cards here. And it just gets to the point where I'm taking a lot of damage. However, he's just not tagging in. So this is why I stress, if you can tag in, if you can cover change. If you can draw aggro and taunt the AI, taunt them. Bring the aggro to you. Because the worst thing that can happen is you're going to get hit with the strike, and that's it. What you don't want to happen is where you just let your buddy take all the damage, and now he can't tag into you or cover change into you, because if he does, then he's going to die because you let him take all those hits, or he let you take all those hits. He pops the green here, and boom, the shield pops. This is what you want to do every time the shield pops. Just tag it immediately on whoever gets hit. Dodge that and continue to just go from there. You're going to be building up again and again and again. I get a counter here, which is also good. He's going to be able to counter these strikes and just continuously be able to use card after card. Here, I actually end up popping it a little bit too late, so I take more damage. However, he doesn't tag in. He doesn't tag in after taking a big blow from that blue card, which I obviously still don't know why he decided to not do that. And I'm taking hits more and more, and he sees this. He sees that I'm getting below 50% health, yet he still decides to not tag in. He's completely unscathed. And here I'm thinking, well, I can't tag into him anymore, because if I do, I'm just gonna get too low and I'm most likely gonna die if I tag in and he uses another card, and it just becomes undodgeable. Here we get a feint, which is obviously good. It gives us a chance to restore more ki, get our Vanish Gauge back, use some, Dragon Balls, pop up main ability, use a green card, all that good stuff. Here, once again, we go for a dual rush, we go for blast, but he picks another different card. I'm telling you, I just get so fed up with the fact that he just did not tag in, and it's gonna cost him. It's gonna cost us, because ultimately, you're gonna see right here. You're gonna see what he does. Boom, immediately dead. Here we go with another example. This time we actually had some good coordination and I was able to take some hits. He pretty much only tagged in when he knew it was super necessary. And also, if you didn't know, when you tag in, you can actually dodge a rising rush. It's possible. It just depends on how early you actually tag in. If you just tag in right on the dot, boom, you'll be able to dodge it. And right here, we actually tag into each other constantly, pretty much whenever we can, whenever it's available. And right here, maybe I mess up sometimes and I go for the green, but he ends up going for a strike a little bit later. And you can see immediately he tags in, which reduced the chance of him going into a full-on combo using a blue card. However, you will see that towards the end, this Vegeta, this player actually ends up losing his Vegeta because our Rising Rush, our dual Rising Rush gets guessed. We do a second one and 75% of his health just gets one shot by one blue card from this Frieza. One blue card. It is also crucial that you just match up. You just match up cards for the dual Rising Rush, because if you don't, you're missing out on potentially 5 to 8 million Rising Rush damage. Here we are continuing, and I'm just going to be able to go on a full-on combo. And within just 4 cards with Gogeta, you can get over 15 buffs. 15 buffs. He's going to go for his ultimate right here, but ultimately, it's actually going to end up being useless because he could have used it for the end, which would have been a lot better. Here, boom, it gets popped. He's going to go for an attack. He gets a strike in. However, Buddy immediately tags in, and he's able to dodge Frieza's next attack here, which once again, he could have gone for a full-on combo, potentially used a blue card, but because my teammate tagged in, we're never going to know that, and it's obviously good. However, sadly, I get hit again, but he can't tag in. But I'd rather have it known that he can't tag in than me being mad that he can tag in, but he's not tagging in. He dodges, so now at this point, I'm ready. I'm ready to tag in immediately after. Right here, I can tag in, but it's not available for long. I tried right there. You can see I tapped, but it wasn't in time. It was too late. And this is pretty much where it just goes bad. He tags in again, so you can just see tagging in. It's so good. I can't stress it enough. It is so good to constantly tag in whenever it is available. Here, I'm about to get my Rising Rush. He's about to get his Rising Rush. And this is the part where I was telling you about. We rush, it gets guessed, and 75% of his health gets destroyed by one single blue card. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out some of my other videos, how to obtain Chrono Crystals, how to get millions of guild points. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. There are other guide videos like I just said right now that will help you greatly.
I'm a god boy, from another land far from here. When I came to these shores, I chose to live as a man. But the truth is, I was born a god, and so were you.